Well, that's because there was no Tiananmen Square massacre. It's a lie.
This coincides with the Tiananmen Square thing.
Oh, the guy there was no Tiananmen Square massacre. By the way, for those of you on the fence, there was a Tiananmen Square massacre. There's documented video and photos. Everybody knows that students were shot and killed by the Communist Party of China. There were journalists on the ground. It's been well documented. Okay, it was on live TV. Everything. It's real. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not a conspiracy. Okay, if you live in China and you work as a propagandist for Chinese state media, you might think it's some kind of CIA deep state color revolution or something, but it's actually a real thing.
Yeah, if you're a douchebag, you don't believe in it. And if you're a wanker piece of shit, and you're a scumbag, and a lowlife, then you don't believe in it.
Exactly.
But if you're a normal person like the rest of us, then of course you believe in it because it's freaking documented.
Yes, and many brave people lost their lives.
Yeah, so that's kind of a super dick piece of shit thing to say.
Yeah, I'd say.
Anyway.
It's like, denying Holocaust.
Yes.
It's on the same levels as that.
So I get recommended stuff from Quora all the time.
Yeah.
And
Quora just belongs to the Chinese government now.
It's a den of China.
Yeah.
The thing is, I found out it's actually an American company. Okay.
Shame on you.
It is a question and answer place that was supposed to be like intellectuals coming together and answering each other's questions.
Yeah, and you could ask anything like, how do I program my VCR?
Yeah.
You know?
But what happened was the People's Daily, Renmin Wang, so People's Online, the Chinese government, put out a guide in public in Chinese that no Western media picked up on.
Yeah.
At least I haven't found any. To how to co-opt Quora, how to use Quora to use the English language to change everyone's mind about the international image of China, the Chinese government, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm working on a video right now, and I put out a poll right here, so vote on it if you want to see a Quora expose on how this actually happened. So for 2 years, I've been documenting things I've seen.
Okay? Oh, yeah.
And I have
Vote
a massive list.
Vote yes.
Yeah.
I want to see that video because Quora is just, I feel like 30% of Quora is just talking about us.
It is, but also, on top of that, well, I'm going to throw some of that in there, too. There's some juicy shit.
Yeah.
But when we start when we start getting too, like, the, what's it called? The representation's too positive about us on the internet, someone will put a new Quora article out. It'll get 10,000 upvotes, and it's like, why are Lao86 and Serpent Zeddy such pieces of shit?
Yeah, why are they so
Wanker
racist? And then they'll link that and post it and
all stuff, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is they'll ask a self-fulfilling question. It'll say like, why are the protests in China so unsuccessful? And then it'll be like, I am a Taiwanese man. I am not Chinese. I am not from China. I am from Taiwan, the province of China.
Yes.
And so I'm not biased. In fact, I don't really like the Chinese government, but they do a great job. Here's all the amazing things that they've done with like pictures.
Yes.
They are a fantastic government because blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it's just this, what's it called? Straw man.
Yeah.
They build a straw man question. They'll say, why were the Tiananmen Square, it says, what would China be like today if Deng Xiaoping hadn't crushed the Tiananmen Square demonstration 33 years ago? The guy himself writes, the demonstration wasn't crushed. It ended peacefully without shedding a drop of blood. right? So
what Deng crushed was the U.S. Plan B color revolution that took place 5 kilometers from the square when a group of hooligans paid by the U.S. Embassy started to burn buses filled with people.
So I'll find someone, right? I'll find someone. It'll be this fake white scholar or a fake Taiwanese person or something like this, and they'll have 14,000 answers, which is physically impossible.
Yeah, like one person.
Yeah. And they'll have these huge prolific accounts, and if anyone writes like, actually, Mao killed blah, 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 like here's the evidence, it'll be downvoted, and the bullshit ones that are like Mao pooped gold.
Yes.
It's like 10,000 upvotes.
And that's how they control it, because when you've got the army, the 50-cent army, the internet army, it's like when they flag our videos.
Sure.
When you've got the vast numbers, you can change the way algorithms work.
Sure.
Because, internet algorithms, when they see something's downvoted like 100 million times, it gets pushed out. It's not recommended to people, right?
No.
So they do that with things on Quora. If someone puts something reasonable, it gets voted out of existence. When they put some pro-CCP garbage, it gets voted like up to the top and it makes it to the front page.
Yeah, so
Quora belongs to China.
Oh,
by
it
the
does.
way.
No, it does. And they put out a guide on. I need this company to admit what's happened.
Yeah.
And I suspect, again, this isn't, and I'm going to avoid lawsuits by it. I'm not saying this isn't Minecraft.
Yeah.
But I suspect people in Quora have allowed this to happen.
Yeah.
Because if you have proper content moderation, you would know these accounts are fake. and these massive prolific accounts that are masquerading as people that don't exist with fake credentials are getting their stuff pushed to the top.
Think about it. It generates a huge amount of traffic. And so advertisers are like, wow, look, we've had like a million views on our advert. Meanwhile, no one's going to buy that product, dude.
Nope.
None of these state trolls that work for the Chinese government are going to go and buy your whatever it is.
No.
You know, your car shampoo or something.
Right.
It's not going to happen.
No.
You're like dog grooming.
So it's this bullshit economy that's
it is.
Anyway,
it is.
I'm gonna. You guys voted overwhelmingly yes. That's what I'm doing now.
Dude,
I've been
is that your
working on
next
this
video?
for I've been working on this for so long.
Do
For
it.
So
I've been
long.
waiting for this. I want to see you do it. It's important.
Yeah. Quora,
Super.
you have a lot to answer for, and the people on. I mean, you need to clean this up. It's a psyop from the. I hate that word because people use it in the wrong context. This is a psyop in America from the Chinese government, and they wrote how to do it.
Yes.
They wrote that we are going to do this, and this is how you do it.
Yeah, the evidence is there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I
archived it.
It's good because that's what it's like when they made all these forums on how to take me down and cause a mental breakdown for me by attacking my family and stuff and you, and they put it out there for everyone to see because it's in Chinese. They think nobody can read it.
Yeah.
It's
you
dumb.
Chinese yet?
Yeah,
you regarded
you
idiot.
dumbasses. Anyway, it's just kind of ridiculous. Oh yeah, you've got to talk about this.
So this is wild.
Can you explain what this is about?
So if you go on Google, and I did this on multiple connections,
we tested it.
VPNs,
Yeah, we tested
incognito.
it. Mm-hmm.
If you go on there and you type in Native Americans killed, I think it's count or something like this. Like like there's another word after that. Anyway, if you type that in, the first website that comes up is the Foreign Ministry of the Chinese government.
Yeah.
The .cn. So this is a straight up government CCP website.
Yes.
About the American genocide of the Indians. And this is a deflection to take away from the genocide that's currently happening in Western China. The Chinese government's currently committing a genocide. So what they're doing is they're trying to make deflection propaganda. And I guess they've made SEO, paid SEO, search engine optimization, to make this the first page that comes up. And this is wild. This has got to be against the law. So I hope relevant authorities look into this because this is wild.
It's just for those of you who might not grasp this, when you Google about the Native Americans being killed, the first result that comes up is a Chinese government website that's talking about the genocide of the Indians, historical facts and real evidence. Not a Native American site, not an organization that actually is tied to Native Americans, not an American website, not a human rights website, not anything to do with the actual issue here, but a Chinese government website.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing is they're paying search engine optimization companies, obviously, they're paying for these things to be raised to the top, which we've seen them do with our content as well. If you search in Google for anything about China, you'd have to scroll real far down to find something that isn't Chinese state media.
Yeah, Dustin Pearson has a good point. He said this site shouldn't even be indexed in Google.
No, it shouldn't. I mean,
why is it in
They
here?
block Google in China. Anyway, we just wanted to bring that to your attention because this is important stuff, guys.